Hey, what is going on? Of course, to all of my alternative book snobs out there, it's me, your Empress of Halloween. Of course, I am your host, Amira Blaze, and welcome back, my friends, to another fine episode of Book Shade. So guys, we're doing something different. Every Thursday is going to be what I like to call Otome Let's Play Thursday. So in case you're not familiar with these games, Otome games are romance games that come from Japan, and the whole premise of these games is to focus on, you have a main protagonist and their love story. So you get to pick like the guy you fall in love with or the lady that you fall in love with, or whatnot. So these games are really good, but I wanted to play for you guys, to do a let's play of the best games within this genre. And this game, guys, we're about to get into, hands down, is one of the best. This is a game that is called Ikemen Vampire. Okay, so the whole premise of this game is you play a female protagonist, and you get to choose, guys, which guy that you fall in love with, and it's a guy that is from an important part of history. So for example, you have Van Gogh, you have Mozart, and yeah, it's really cool. So all right guys, I'm not gonna waste any time. This is a game that I'm gonna be doing majority of the voices for. Some parts of this game has its own voiceovers, but yeah, it's great. So we're gonna have a good time. Here is part one of me playing Ikemen Vampire. And there's also, guys, other spin-off games too. There's one with like samurai, and yeah, it's really cool. So we're gonna have fun with this. All right, let's get started. Paris, France, modern day. The Musée du Louvre, sparkling with its dapple light reflected from Pei's pyramid, was breathtaking. And of course we have Anthony. Hey, welcome back, my friend. Welcome to the program. And I'm playing myself, actually, guys. So that's what's really cool, is you get to, as the protagonist, you get to play yourself. It's so cool. All right, so I'll be playing myself and then doing all the voices for the guys. So this will be interesting. The museum is a work of art. Pictures do not do it justice. I was a travel agent from Tokyo and a travel blogger on the side. Oh, I love to travel. The food, the languages, the architecture. Paris had been my dream trip, and how could I miss seeing the Louvre? I've been wanting to focus more on my blog. 2 hours at the Louvre, what you have to see. This could be the article that does it. Finally, people will start to love me and respect me more. No, I'm being a hot mess, guys. I gave my traveling companion and the mascot Musette a wing fuzzball dangling from my purse and a little tug, and joined the queue. The Denon wing, containing Jacques Louis David's The Coronation of Napoleon. I opened my phone app to double check my location, only to be bumped by someone from a large tour group. Excuse me, I mean, pardon. They smiled sheepishly and responded in kind, Swiss by their accent. Continuing onward, I found the coordination. It was so large, I thought I could step through it into another world. Foreshadowing! It takes up the whole wall. Ooh, his voice is so sexy. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, is he talking to me? A hot guy talking to me? No way. Only in my dreams. Ooh, okay. His fine ass self. He spoke French like a native. His outfit, finished with a long beige overcoat, suggested wealth and class. He looks like a man out of time as he stepped out of one of these paintings. Foreshadowing. The smartly dressed gentleman turned on his leather Oxfords and drew closer, peering at me. Pardon, monsieur? I wasn't an object in the museum to be examined. Then the gentleman uncurled his hand so I could see what he held. I knew it. This earring belongs to you. Oh! When did I lose it? I touched my ears and one of the studs was missing. I believe it was when that pardon bumped into you. Look at those seductive eyes. Man. A mess. I happened to spot it as it fell. I was looking for the chance to return it to you. Thank you very much. My bow was instinctual. When I looked back up and I caught his eyes, the desire flooded my body. No, I mean... No, I'm a mess, guys. I caught his eyes, the color of spun gold. I've never seen anything like them. It's a shame there's no mirror here to help you put it back on. You can hear the desperation in my voice, right? I'm sure there's a restroom nearby. Shall I help you restore it to its proper place? That way, you won't lose it again. I accepted the intimate offer before I realized what I was doing. It wasn't just his eyes, it was his entire body that I wanted to have. No, I mean, had his old world noble manner enchanted me? Come on now. No. If you would hold still, mademoiselle. The gentleman brushed my hair back, with his fingers that could have belonged to one of the graceful sculptures around me. I know we're in Paris, but this is too amorous of an act to be coming from a stranger. Woo! Guys, I was not prepared for that. I really was not. That's a lovely fragrance. Thank you. I got this perfume here in Paris. Oh. Ooh. Okay, with your sexy ass. His voice was soft and rich, yet I couldn't place his accent. It was like a melange of 100 different lands. There, I believe your earring is secured. The gentleman stepped away with a perfectly natural smile. Whatever spell I imagined myself to be under was broken. My rouge earring is certain to behave itself now. Thank you. Sorry for yawning, guys. Oh my gosh. The gentleman left me, heading down the gallery towards the Mona Lisa, I assumed. I was completely swept away by his charm. His tailored three-piece suit was modern, but he wore it like a turn-of-a-century prince. Or a vampire, foreshadowing from a Gothic novel. I can't believe I just thought that. Fending off further fancy notions, I checked my cell phone. Let's see, what's his number? No. It's been an hour and a half? Where did time go? I guess I should rethink my article. I should at least see the Mona Lisa while I'm here. That can be my last stop. I hurried down the same corridor the gentleman had taken. This door, Is this some kind of exhibit? The wood was old and intricately carved. It could have been a work of art itself. I don't think this was on the map. What's behind it? Maybe a staff room? But there were no signs, no sanctions, no quartering it off, and it stood partially open. I could see through the gap that there were clocks, vases, and paintings inside. It could be a new exhibit or an old one. The hallway smelled of time forgotten. My hand was on the door handle. This is the prologue, guys, just to let you know. So this is not the actual storyline yet. And then you guys will have to help me to pick my love interest too, so that'll be fun. Let me see what's in here. Maybe even write about the hidden treasures of the Levure. Oh, that is so cool. Don't mind if I do. Unlike the rest of this musée, this hallway was narrow and barely wide enough for two people. Sorry for yawning, guys. Whew, I just keep yawning. I'm like so tired for some reason. The exhibits had no labels, no descriptions of any kind. I think I wandered into the storage area, perhaps. Maybe that, or maybe here. No. But instead of turning around, I found myself drawn further in. I was attracted to that cologne. That cologne. No. It was like I was in a dream. My feet were moving without me, walking towards a light at the end of the long, long hallway. Is that an exit? Oh, that's cool. I began to run, running just so I could get out of this place. I need to get the hell out of here. A force took a hold of me before I reached the light. I gasped and fought and broke free. Ah! No. Yeah, that's me falling, guys. So terrible. The light flared, and I can't talk today, guys. The light flared, enveloping everything. I squeezed my eyes shut, and it didn't help. I kept them shut tight until the light returned to normal when I opened them. Where am I? It was a different hallway. Impossible! These hallways can't be connected, but they have to be, don't they? Bedroom doors on one side, windows on the other. It looked like a private mansion. A sexy one at that. No. Such a mess, guys, I know. It's bright because of the chandeliers, but strangely, it feels like night. Sorry, guys. I just had something to eat, so... Oh, sorry for burping. I have like indigestion. I pushed aside a floor-length crimson curtain. I cannot talk today. What is going on? Innumerable stars fleck the midnight blue sky, and paints flecks on a canvas. A portrait of a laughing crescent moon. How can it be night when it was day just a minute ago? What do I do? No. Terrible. What time is it? I pulled out my cell phone. 2:20 p.m. exactly. That can't be. I checked my cell phone again. 2:21. Then the window. And the clouds over the moon. There's an explanation for it. There has to be. My head was spinning. I took a deep breath to calm myself. It helped. A little. I'll retrace my steps. Yeah, that's it. But when I turned around, oh my gosh, everything was white. My world was gone. If I thought my head was spinning before, now it is. What's going on? A rush of air. Someone's behind me. Who could it be? It was a shadow. It grabbed me by the arm and enveloped me. There we go. Like a dark embrace. Ugh, let go. I fought the shadow's hold, but nothing I did could budge it. Fingers slid down my neck and pushed my hair aside and stopped at my throat. Let me have a drink. Stop! I was back in the hallway, alone, standing exactly where I'd been a second ago. Was any of that real? Just a waking dream. My pulse was racing. I wanted out of this place, back to the musée, back to my hotel, back to Japan. The door. Turning around, I saw, to my relief, the same door I entered in the Louvre. Oh, thank God. I placed my hand under the cold handle. And pushed, and pulled. Nothing. I pushed. Nothing. Come on, open! Open! I put my shoulder into it. Oh, come on, open! Nothing. No matter what I did, it wouldn't move. Who's there? Okay, so there we go, guys. We have completed the prologue. So now we're going to move on to the next part of... Oh no, this is the first part of the prologue that we finished. So let's go on to chapter 2. What are you doing there? Who's there? Ooh, he's fine. Okay. It was a man with jet black hair, tips as silver as the stars outside. He spoke to me in French, a bit with a thick accent. Not quite Italian. Something about his mien recalled my nightmare to me, but there wasn't anything frightening about him. And he's dressed in a costume? Maybe he's part of the show the Louvre is putting on. At this point, I don't care who he is. I'm glad to have found someone. Pardon, do you know how to open this door? I'm trying to get back to the musée. That's exactly what I did. I came through the hallway, the one with all the antiques. He took stock of me. He didn't seem to doubt my story, only his eyes. From down the hall, I heard a soft click of the heels of fine Oxford shoes. Could that be the gentleman I met? I could use a familiar face right now, and more help getting this door to open. Excuse... The dark-haired man clapped a hand over my mouth and swept me into his arms. What is he doing? He pulled me behind the long curtains, hiding us, his back flat against the wall. Is he hiding me or himself? I trembled in his arms, but he held me gently. Half shadowed, half illuminated in the moonlight, he was living painting in Chisei Sakuro. I tried my best, guys. His features were all contrast: slender face with a firm jaw, sharp tufts of hair that looked soft as silk, eyes of bright jade that met mine without shying away, powerful eyes, earnest eyes, eyes that made me trust him. I still don't know what's going on here, but he's not lying to me. I nodded, and he uncovered my mouth. What are we hiding from? The man coming down the hallway? Why? After a moment, the dark-haired man spoke. He was right. I couldn't hear the echoes of footsteps anymore. We stepped from the curtain. He took my hand, his grip firm, and I began walking. Escape? What exactly is this place that I need to escape from it? What happens here? I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid. So sorry for yawning, guys. I was trying to do this earlier, but then like something would always come up. So sorry I'm doing it later today. So if I'm yawning, truly apologize here. There was one thing in this mansion I wasn't afraid of. Him. He's done nothing but try to help me. I held his hand. Tight. I'm so sorry for burping, guys. This usually doesn't happen to me, but I must have a lot of indigestion. If someone could get me out of this, I thought it would be him. The door ahead of us opened, and a man stepped out. He struck a casual pose, stuffing his hands in his pockets. My savior clicked his tongue. I knew that sound implied we've been caught. He blocked our exit in the smoothest of fashions, and his eyes fastened on me with obvious fascination. Scrumptious, am I? Ooh, he's British, isn't he? Although he's got a bit of a brogue. Ah, you fancy me too, judging by the way you are looking me over. Oh, he's also a rotten flirt. He ran his tongue over his lips in a very purposeful gesture. Gee, I cannot talk today, guys. Sorry. It had to be you. My savior interposed himself between me and the colorful flirt. Elsewhere in the mansion, the gentleman from Paris settled into a chair in his private suite, his gaze onto the candle lantern as if it were a window. The butler, Sebastian, finished setting tea for the gentleman and stood attentively. We have an unexpected guest. I want to be sure she receives our best hospitality. No, that sounds so evil. Is there a place set for her at the banquet? As you wish. I did like 2 different voices there. Why do you want to help her escape? Let's bring her to the banquet. That's not up to me or you. Oh, don't be so stodgy. Who's gonna complain if we add a little color to that drab table? They're having a banquet? And he called this place a mansion? What mansion is connected to the Louvre? Or the Louvre? Is it? Yeah, the Louvre. I always say Louvre. What is wrong with me? The Louvre. I had more questions and 0 answers. A man dressed in butler's garb entered the hallway. Oh, sorry, guys. When I didn't move, he fixed his eyes on me. Me? I don't belong here. I'm not planning on staying for supper. But the Lord of the Manor is awaiting you. The Lord of the Manor? This is really someone's house? How does he know I'm here? You can ask him yourself at supper. I'm getting no answers until then? What kind of guy are you? Huh? What kind of foolishness is this? Huh? No, I have too much fun with these games, guys. Or will you refuse his invitation after so rudely invading his house? But I didn't. I wanted to tell him it was an accident, yet I knew that's just an excuse. I apparently trespassed on some noble lord's property. If nothing else made sense, the butler's reasoning did. The lord of this manor can tell me how to get back to the Louvre. The best thing to do is to, be polite until then. The butler sensed my acquiescence. Allow me to escort you. I followed the butler closely, mentally mapping the route we just took, just in case. The other 2 men followed behind me. I just can't run about the place trying the doors. That's what got me here. I contemplated my guide. He wore a crisp uniform with spotless white gloves. He's fascist. No nonsense. His master wanted me to dine with him, and sent this one to make sure I did. As we walked, I heard the dainty, frolicking keys of a piano. The melody grew louder as we approached the door. Sounds like Woofy's in a sprightly mood. Woofy? Is that who's playing the piano? The butler stopped at the door and braced himself for a trial and rapped the door 3 times. Pardon me. I know you're in there. Or I know you are in there. Come, join us in the dining room. The piano stopped, cut short. The door opened, revealing a man who remained firmly entrenched on the other side. Go away. It's time for the banquet. The pianist, whose curt voice carried a faint Austrian accent, sighed as if he had been rudely awakened from a beautiful dream. He's gorgeous. Oh, I'm having menopause. No. A mess. I know I am, guys. He stood unmoving, as if the flickering light of the chandeliers was the only life in him. Silvery white hair laced across velvet eyes, eyes that narrowed unhappily when they landed on me. So sorry for yawning, guys. Next time, I'll make sure I get some sleep, okay? Oh my gosh, it's like maybe it's just the heat, guys. I feel like I'm getting sucked out of energy today. Oh my gosh, a mess. My fault? I don't know why I'm even here in the first place. I'm supposed to be at the museum. Wow, he's an asshole. Food? I must have misheard him. I am not food. Do you see all this body? Okay, I'm that bitch. No, no, I'm being extra, y'all. He slipped past me, bending slightly to avoid touching me. This one wasn't interested in clearing up any misunderstandings because he's an asshole. No. He took the staircase down, his cold voice hanging like notes in the air around us. We followed him. Another figure awaited us at the bottom of the steps. I knew his voice, which belonged to many countries and none. Here, guys, one moment here. I'll be right back here. Alright, guys, I am back here. Give me a second here. Alright, we are back. Okay. I knew his voice, which belonged to many countries and none. It's you! Alright, so we have finished the second part of the prologue, and we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more parts to go here. We're making good pace here. I knew his voice, which belonged to many countries and none. It's you! It was the gentleman who found my earring back in the Musée du Louvre. I hurried down the steps, stopping short at the sight of those golden eyes. It's really him! It's really him! No. Terrible, I know. Is he the lord of the manor? I certainly thought he was princely. Pardon, do you remember me? We met in the front of the coronation of Napoleon. You picked up my earring. Of course, I remember you. He came here by the way of the Louvre like I did. Good. At this point, I just needed to get an exit, any exit, or, call for a ride, which I'm sure, that's very possible. No. Before I could ask the gentleman the way out, my dark-haired savior stepped between us. She says she came here through the door. Did you bring her? Just as when he grabbed my hand, he looked like he was protecting me. I did not. I give you my oath, if you wish. Her arrival is just as surprising to me. Then, how did she get here? What are they talking about? Your door, my arrival? Ugh, they're not making sense. It was becoming harder to deny that something was very wrong here, and I wanted out more than ever. I just need to know where I am first. Let's see. I tapped my cell phone. 2:50 p.m. No signal. You've been very kind, but I really can't stay. I've got an itinerary to keep. Guys, I am so sorry for yawning. Usually I do not yawn like this. What is going on with me? We're still in the first arrondissement, yes? Where the Louvre is, that door is there. Does it lead outside? I asked my questions rapid fire before anyone else got the idea to interrupt me. I'm afraid the answers you seek will only confuse you more. This isn't the place for a long discussion, however. Would you join me for dinner? A long discussion? That door leads outside. The answer is either yes or no. Simple as that. Perhaps he sensed my growing aggravation. He added quickly, "Tonight's banquet is a rare occasion for us. But afterwards, I will answer your questions. C'est visu plat." I'm not good at French, guys. I tried. I made it my job to help people plan their vacation adventures, and as such, I had done digging on any number of fancy hotels. The gentleman from Paris' dining room was that of a palace. Warmly lit cylinders, warmly lit chandeliers and candelabras, high-backed wooden chairs framing from their massive table. 4 men were already seated. There was the beautiful pianist. He seemed to be holding on to his earlier statement. He looked unhappy to be here. There were 2 men sitting together, some distance from the pianist. Oh, the guy with the brown hair, he's really hot. We'll have to do his story. The dark-haired one was drumming his fingers impatiently on the table. Broer. So they're brothers. And Dutch. No. I'm so bad. The pale-haired brother had the opposite attitude of his short-tempered sibling. The nice one's got gentle eyes, stopped on me. Nice to meet you too. There was salvation in his smile. He looked like the paintings of the angels that I had seen in the museum. There he is. There's that one person that makes everything brighter. The fourth man, who had a youthful face, raised his head, finally noticing our arrival. He had been studying the tablecloth as far as he could see. He got the briefest look at me before returning to thread counting. Is he shy? He spoke, but I wasn't sure if it was to me, but he wouldn't meet my eyes. Alright, one moment here, guys. All right, back into it here. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Newt, oh boy, do you care? Can you desist calling me that wretched? Newt placed his hands on the table, though to push to his feet. I heard a sharp clap. I gotta do the sharp clap now. Yeah, behind me. You know, for the sound effects, guys. That will be enough of that, you two. I require good manners at my table. But in the bedroom, I require naughty manners. No, no, I'm a mess, guys. The gentleman from Paris gave everyone in the room a warning look and cloaked in a smile. Let's be seated. There's a few empty chairs, but we'll have to start the toast without them. A votre santé. The gentleman raised a glass of golden champagne in a toast to good health. Immediately after, the butler began bringing out the first course. I didn't join the gentleman in his toast. I didn't touch my glass of champagne. I don't blame her, okay? I don't blame myself either. It's not that I believed it was poisoned or drugged, though I was certainly wary. I didn't feel like joining in. Too much didn't make sense. It should be 3:15 and I should be at the Louvre, but it's nighttime and we're seated at dinner. I couldn't solve that puzzle right away, so I turned my attention to my companions. Who are all of these men in cosplay? No, who are all of these men? I haven't been introduced to anybody. They were all from different countries. Was this an international meeting of some kind? They don't particularly seem to be friends. The gentleman from Paris, sitting at the head of the table, inclined his glass my way.
今宵の奇跡的で運命的な出会いに感謝するよ。
à la Voltaire. Unable to refuse such a direct toast, I responded, looking in his eyes as I touched my glass to his. He finished his champagne. Feeling guilty, I took a sip of mine. It tasted wonderful. Glorious? Miraculous? What's going on? My stomach knew. I had only eaten a quick breakfast this morning, and I was hungry past the hot sauce. No. I'd be insulting him if I don't eat. Everything looks so good. And so do all these fine-ass men. No. Tonight at 10. I tried the terrine, pheasant with the fresh basil. It tasted as exquisite as it looked. My compliments to the chef. The biscuit is delicious too. You can taste the crab. It's thickened just right. Just how I like my men. No. No, I'm being a fool, guys. He'll be pleased to hear that. The gentleman from Paris smiled at me, and I was feeling my champagne, and I got turn up. No. Maybe he's just a harmless nobleman, and I'm taking this all too seriously. By all appearances, it was a perfectly pleasant evening. I'm sorry for all this burping, guys. It's terrible. Wasn't this just the sort of romantic adventure I arranged for people? This was a wonderful first course, but you know what I want as my second course? No. We just met! Come on! No. Take me now. Sexy Frenchman. Oh. Okay, no. Alright, I'm living out my fantasies too much now, guys. It's just like, right now I'm reading the second book in the Hunted series by Ivy, is like Seamoke Oak or something like that. The second book is called Addicted, and guys, let me tell you, I cannot wait to do that review. It is going to blow you away. The amount of drama right off the bat in the second book is crazy. So like what I try to do like every night before I go to bed, I like to read like 100 pages. That's how I keep up, you know, the pace. So I try to read like 100 pages a day. So technically if I do that, like a 400-page book should take me like about a week. So that's what I try to do, because I'm just not one of those people that I can sit down unless it's really, really good and like read everything in one sitting, you know? But yeah, this is great. When the gentleman spoke, everyone stopped their quiet chatter and gave him their attention. All right, so we have finished the third part of the prologue here, guys. So we're gonna continue along, but since it's been almost coming up to an hour of me sitting down, I'm gonna just take a quick stretch break, and then we'll get right back into some more Ikemen Vampire. All right, I'll see you in a couple minutes here, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much here. It's very important to like make sure you move and stretch. Very, very important. All right, so let's continue here, guys. So we just finished part 3 of the prologue. So this is just us like getting acquainted with the characters and everything. So now we're going to move on to chapter 4.
せっかくだから彼女のために自己紹介をしようか。まずは俺から。みんなにはサンジェルマン伯爵と呼ばれている。
Alright, so we have Saint Germain, the hedonistic nobleman, Comte de Saint Germain. We'll definitely be playing his story in our romance story. He is very sexy. Maybe I just have a thing for I do have a thing for older men, so actually I prefer older men, but that's just me though. Comte. Huh, he's a count. That explains his old world air. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm a freak, guys. The pleasure is all mine, Komite. I stiffened, realizing belatedly I could have been making a better impression on myself. Le Comte Saint Germain. Next turned to his servant. My hard-working butler and the chef of tonight's excellent banquet, Sebastian. Oh, so you can get with the butler too. So all those hashtag butler fantasies come true, right? So the stoic butler, Sebastian. Sebastian gave me a formal bow. The pleasure is mine. A butler named Sebastian? How typical is that? Except, I recognize your accent, Sebastian. It's the same as mine. You're Japanese, and I'm willing to bet Sebastian isn't your real name. It occurs to me that we haven't heard your name yet. I'd be pleased to know it, and know other things in the bedroom. No. You can see I'm so thirsty, guys. I am not a thirst trap in any shape or form. No, I'm not. I guess there's no harm in that. I'm Amira. Ooh, well, thank you. With your bad self. Ugh. See, that's the thing, when you wear headphones, it's like you're always like, it's like you're sweating and itching, but these are great, guys. I'm using currently right now. These are the Corsair Void RGB headphones. They are the most comfortable headphones, guys, that I have. I usually wear these if I'm gonna be doing like a really long gaming session, like what I'm doing today. But yeah, I gotta get back into playing games because I've been working on reading and doing artwork a lot more. But I just got Streets of Rage 4 and all that, but I won't be playing it on this show. I actually have 2 other shows. I have what's called the Affordable Critic. That's where I also play, I do Let's Plays of just games from Japan and stuff like that. That's really cool. I also do what's called Open Bore. In case you guys are not familiar with Open Bore, it stands for Open Beats of Rage. These are really cool, like well put together games. So I enjoy playing those. So I play those on the program as well. And I also I also play some of the other styles of Otome games on there. So mainly I do artwork, and I have some fun like commentary music reviews that I do, as well as I am also your source too for talking about Asian pop culture. So I also review like anime and I talk about like the K-dramas, all that type of Asian dramas, all that type of stuff. So if you're into that, definitely check it out. But if you're into rock and metal, I also have another show that's called the Curvy Metalhead Show. So I actually do interviews with different rock and metal bands, as well as I also talk about pro wrestling, and I talk about like diversity in pro wrestling. So yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I got 3 shows, including this show. Bookshade is updated on Wednesdays and Thursdays. The Curvy Metalhead Show is updated coming up tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, and then the Affordable Critic is on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I have Sunday off. So I'm doing a lot of stuff, so it's all good. All right, so such a pretty name. Yes, I would hope so. The man with the angel's face sitting across from me was the first to reply.
あなたみたいな人がここへ来るなんて驚いたけど、仲良くなれると嬉しいな。
Aw, that's nice.
俺はフィンセント・ファン・ゴッホ。
He's really sexy though.
よろしくね。
So he's Vincent van Gogh, the gentle angel. It's nice to meet you too. A painter named Vincent van Gogh. Is this the theme of tonight's banquet, pseudonyms? But I smiled back. He seemed like a nice man. And this is my little brother. Go on, Theo. Introduce yourself. Vincent nodded at his brother.
テオドロス・ファン・ゴッホ。画商だ。兄さんと間違えてくれるなよ。
He's really sexy too, so we'll probably do his storyline too. So, Theodorus Van Gogh. I'm an art dealer. Don't confuse me with Vincent. So the enterprising devil. Ooh, so that means he's a freak. Theodorus Van Gogh. Cool. I'll do my best. Confuse you two? Not likely. Oh my gosh. I mean, although I would have pinned you to be the older brother, obviously. No. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's his attitude, but Vincent doesn't strike me as the oldest child. Man, he's really a dick. He opened a pocket watch and tapped the back. Tap, 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 as if to say, I got things to do. What's his hurry? Goodness. He is the opposite of his brother or what? I looked to the next in line. Sitting to the right of Theodorus was Newt. I hadn't met Newt's eyes for a moment before he looked away from me again. Will you just look at me? I don't bite. Unless you want me to. No. I'm a mess, guys. I'm so sorry, y'all. If he could have curled up into a ball so small that he disappeared completely, I was certain he would have.
Isaac Newton. 物理学が専門。
And we have the wolf in sheep's clothing, Isaac Newton. So, your name's Isaac. Nice to meet you. Is he a student? Maybe Cambridge? He's got that South English accent. Wait, shouldn't that be Sir Isaac? Just then, I heard one of the windows rising. To my surprise, someone was coming in from the outside. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. I didn't need to hear him speak to know he was Japanese. The man waved at us. Ooh, he's really hot. We'll also be doing his storyline, guys. Oh my gosh, he is super hot. Love older men, yes. Ooh, all that wisdom, sex appeal, yes, go on. All right. He just about crossed the windowsill when his sleeve got caught. He pulled at it comically and ineffectively so. He's wearing an old Tashino-style kimono in the middle of Paris. He came through the window. Where do I start with him? Ugh. God's truth. Can't you use a door? And to keep everybody waiting? No, the window's much faster. He smelled and looked like a fish on the window, but looking as if nothing about that was strange. I was still staring when he freed himself. His eyes fell on me. I think he's a fisherman. It's, good, I guess. He nonchalantly took the seat next to Isaac, who immediately slid away from him. You arrived. Just in time. We were all introducing ourselves to our guest. Well, I mean, you'd like for me to, introduce myself? Oh, he's a writer, okay. So we have the indulgent charlatan, Osamu Dazai. Ooh, that's sexy. I like that. Yeah, we'll do his storyline. I'd be all over that kimono. I'd take my time. Take them buttons off with my teeth. Like, no. I know, guys, I'm such a freak, yo. I can't help it. I can't help it. I just like a well put together, smart, intelligent man. Now, my chances with someone of this taste variety is wah, 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 wah. No. I gotta be more optimistic. I gotta have faith, guys. Osamu Dazai. The writer. Okay. Oh, yes. I know you. I had to read you in my high school classic literature class. I rubbed my temples. How was my champagne glass doing? Empty. Now I feel bad. I should have introduced myself as Marie Antoinette. Oh, no, Queen Himiko? I looked back at the Van Gogh brothers. It was Vincent who had this weird chain of nonsense names. Yet he had the most innocent smile. Who are these people? I mean, really? Oh, I get it now. This me one of those reality segments they run on morning TV. Surprise! You've traveled back in time. Oh, well, these are great actors. Everyone sees how panicked the guests get. They laugh. But they need my written permission for that. Besides, why rent out such a great mansion to a variety skit and in Paris? That didn't make any sense at all. Now I regretted drinking the champagne. Had there been something in it? Never mind. Who's next? Surprise me. Skipping several empty chairs brought us to the coldly beautiful pianist. Wolfie. That was what the flirt had called him. At the very least, this can't be a joke because this one would never play along. Alright, so we have the haughty musician Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Hello, Mozart. Of course, the pianist calls himself Mozart. I mean, I would have accepted Beethoven too. And a hearing aid. Okay, that was a bad joke. It was strange that the man who hated parties would join in on this, I mean, silly game. Oh, I mean, lest we forget the flirt.
はーい、次俺ね。アーサー・コナンドイル、ミステリ作家。
Oh, he's also a writer too.
気軽にアーサーって呼んでね。
Aww. Alright, so we have the frivolous playboy, Otome Colin Dole, the writer. That's interesting. I wasn't going to grace with that answer. Now, I believe he's capable of saying anything to anyone if he thought that he could get his foot in the door. But they would all be lying to me? No, not lying. They're pseudonyms then. They have to be. They're like celebrities or dignitaries, or they gotta be giving me fake names to keep this real identity secret or something. I believe that leaves you. Le Comote's velvet voice arrested my fancies. Only one man was left, my protector. He wanted me to get out of here. He promised to answer my questions as soon as we were gone. For some reason, I instantly trusted him more than anyone else here. Why would he lie to me too? My dark-haired savior looked at me with those eyes that hid nothing and said,
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Alright, so we have the charismatic ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte.
軍人だ。
Alright, we have finished the fourth part here. So we got 3 more parts to go, and then we're gonna pick our character, and then we're gonna end the episode there. Alright, let's keep going. And you can skip this prologue, guys, and go back to it later if you want to, you know, just get into the storyline. Alright. Outside the mansion where Amira and the others sat at the table set for 10, a lavish coach remained, stopped just past the gate, and the coachman tending to his horses.
戻りますよ。
I've decided not to stay. The man who at times was a king, a prince, a lover, but always a liar, left the moonlight to re-enter the coach. But, monsieur, what about the banquet? Capier's fate has invited a guest of fair mien than mine to take my chair. Hers is center stage tonight, though I shan't say to see how she performs. Let us depart, anon. The coach hurried off through the night, its passenger relaxing into a seated cushion against the harless of the road. I would love, guys, to, maybe for like my wedding or something someday, I would love to have a carriage like ride or something. That would be so romantic. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would totally want a cosplay wedding. That's always been my dream. Like, I've always wanted like a cosplay, like gothic type wedding. But I know my family would probably be like, yeah, about that. But I would do it anyway. I'd be like, fuck you guys. No. All right. Quietly, he spoke to himself, a bard playing to an audience of none. Oh, what upturned expectations have come to the arrival of this new player. The bard had seen Amira but for a moment, and yet he found himself haunted by her. He wanted her in that carriage right away. One button off at a time. No, I'm a mess, guys. I'm a mess. No devil can beguile men to persuasions. more than she with an angel's form.
あれは天使でしょうか。それともその姿を
He's got like 2-color eyes. That's really hot. The coach rocked as it hit a divot in the path, sending the script in the bard's laugh tumbling on the coach floor. Visible on the cover was a signature scrawled in fresh ink, belonging to that one of William Shakespeare. The possessive playwright, William Shakespeare. Now, oh, sneaky, sneaky. Sebastian, would you make us a cup of herbal tea? I think anise would be... none for me, please. I mean, I don't need you to poison me. I mean, not that you would do that at all. Dinner had ended with no answers. Le Comte invited me to his suite for an explanation. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so dirty, guys. As promised, I have only one question. How do I get back? Does that door have like a deadbolt or something? Where's the key? Is it your fingerprint or whatever? I don't care. I just want it open. The door isn't locked. Opening it is easy. But it only opens under very specific conditions. What conditions, motherfucker? No. The specifics are a bit hard to explain. Le Comte de Saint-Germain got up from his chair and stopped in front of an oversized hourglass. The top half was full of sand.
この砂が落ちきる頃には開くよ。
Oh, so the hourglass has to empty and then she can go through, or I can go through. I do not like how much sand is in there. I see. And approximately how long does that hourglass run for?
おおよそ1月といったところかな。
It takes a month? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. A month? On average? Did you say, let me get this straight. You're telling me I'm gonna be staying here for a month? Bitch, you crazy. No. It typically takes a month for all the sand to fall, doesn't it, Sebastian? Yes, le me comete, meaning that she will not be able to leave for another month approximately. Well, they can forget that. I'm getting out of here. No. If only it was that easy, right? We're in Paris, yes? Yes. I'll leave through that front door. How far are we from the Louvre? There's no need to fixate on that strange door. Why would I need it to get back? I don't know how it became night without my knowing, but if I can return to my hotel and get back to work tomorrow, I mean, that would be nice. Le Comte de Saint-Germain returned to his seat and picked up a newspaper folded on the table. I'd like for you to look at the date. Le peut-être Palisson? I looked at the date. I didn't believe it. But the paper, the feel of the news articles, it was too real, and I grew cold. This is the morning edition, as you thought, gathered from the date.
今は19世紀。
We're in the 19th century. Oh shit. This right here is the 19th century? Oh, you tripping. No. On the cusp of the turn of the century, if this date is correct, but how could that be? Saint Germain kept a calm, inexorable tone.
同じフランスはフランスだが、君はね、時間を超えて
So,
この
I'm so
屋敷
sorry,
に
guys.
来たんだよ。
So this is pretty much some time travel action we got going on here. You are kidding me. You're telling me that I went through this basic ass interior design ornate door and I'm in the 19th century time travel hustle and I can't go back? Oh bitch, you crazy. All right, so we finished the 5th part of the prologue. So we got 2 more pieces here, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. I don't understand. You look like you're struggling to believe it. I mean, what do you expect? I believe number of explanations before I believe time travel. I mean, come on. I mean, the only time I think about time travel is in a time travel romance novel. That's the only time I think about it. Good sir. Good day. No. It's true. That newspaper can be easily faked. Maybe my lips will convince you. I mean, maybe this other newspaper will convince you. No. Oh my gosh. Le Comote moved towards a window where an old-fashioned brass telescope was set up. Ah, what an excellent idea, me le Come. Seeing is believing, as they say. It's our good fortune that, owning the genius of one of our guests, this telescope provides an excellent view of the city. I let them guide me to it and peered within. When my vision focused, I saw... this is not the Louvre. This is definitely not the motherfucking Louvre. It's all real? There were no neon signs, no skyscrapers. I counted one car but saw 100 carriages. I'm seeing it, but I can't believe it. I turned to the telescope, someplace closer. The gentlemen in morning coats escorting ladies with bustles. Oh my, what a lovely night. Oh, the tea is so scrupulously inviting. Oh, is that Lord Saint Germain? Oh, well, oh, good day, sir. Like, that's pretty much what I can see going on. Oh, well, good day, my lady, you know. The grandest night today. Well, shan't you be going at this hour? A proper lady should be at home scrubbing floors. Yeah. This game is great, guys. I have a lot of fun with these, like, Otome games. Dressing up as actors in a mansion was one thing. You couldn't dress up an entire town. I was not in the 21st century. I promise you guys, next time I'll make sure I get proper rest. Okay. Then, I've traveled through time? There's a phrase they use in Japanese. Do you recall it, Sebastian?
タイムスリップですね。
Yes, we call it a time slip. It's true. That is what we call it. But that doesn't matter right now. How do you come to terms with the impossible? That door connects to both the past and the present. You used it to travel here to the past. You may have read or seen stories about time travel, but in my experience, it is neither a simple nor an everyday occurrence. It's not an any day occurrence. I mean, I don't just wake up and say, all right, go time machine, skirt. No, it doesn't work that way, okay? This is crazy. Time travel has very particular rules. In this case, you cannot return for the next month. When all of the sand in that hourglass falls, yes, when that time comes, either you or I could open the door. But even I must follow the rules. It remains sealed to me for a month as well. He doesn't control it. If the door hadn't shut, you could have passed through it exactly the way you came. But once it is closed, that particular passage ceases to exist, and the door requires time before it can open again. You mean I could have walked back if the door hadn't closed? Well, isn't this fucking great?
ちなみに他の住人たちもタイムスリップでここへ集められた。だから君を含め時代も国も異なる者たちがこの屋敷には一堂に会しているんだよ。
What if he's saying is true? Then, the men I met at dinner, could they be real? So many famous names. Names from history, many known throughout the world. I can see you still have some doubts. But I assure you, you met the real Van Gogh, the real Mozart, and the real Napoleon. Well, look at that, guys. We are fucked. No, I wouldn't mind, guys, you know, being in the 19th century with a bunch of bomb-ass, fine-ass men. I would stay. I'd be like, you know what? I'll just make this work. Yeah, fuck it. All right, let's continue here, guys. We got one more section here for the prologue, and then you guys will help me to pick my love interest that we'll start off with next time. All right. It's not unreasonable to assume that they're all real. Now, that time travel, it isn't out of the question. And yet, it's unbelievable. And who are you, Komite, that you have collected some of history's greatest figures to live here in your mansion? I looked at him over the steepled fingers, this infectable gentleman, who only said that people call him Komite Saint Germain. I'm not trying to evade your question, but in truth, it is getting quite late. Please stay the night with me. I mean, Sebastian will prepare a room. But I want you to stay with me. That's why my eyes are squinting like that. The passion in my eyes. No, I'm a mess, guys. I'm a mess. In fact, you're welcome to stay here for the entire month. For the night, perhaps, but, I mean, don't you have to, you know, I gotta pay bills, you know. You do realize you cannot return to your time for another month, don't you? Yes, I've come to terms with that. I'll be talking to my therapist pretty soon about this. No. I'm an experienced traveler. I can make my own way. I've done it all my life. Sebastian fixed me with a severe look. I believe you will find that difficult. This is France at the turn of the century. How do you intend to make your way? Of course, I don't know that yet. It was true I didn't know much about this period. I didn't even know what currency they currently used. But I'm uneasy here too. There is some danger here that no one's telling me about. I couldn't admit my suspicion outright. I don't want to impose. You're not imposing, I assure you. It's just that you're offering me so much and asking for nothing in return. And that scares me the most. If that's your concern, I've been thinking that Sebastian could use a hand around the house. I realized what Le Comite was suggesting. Sebastian was listening without comment. He's like, bitch, I need some help, okay? Do you see me? I gotta scrub the floors, I gotta make the tea, I gotta do all this food. Can you help a brother out, please? No. Assist Sebastian as a housekeeper. A job could mean mobility and security. Regardless, I had two choices now. Risk spending a month in a house full of supposed time travelers who most definitely haven't told me everything, or run for it and risk being penniless on the street at the turn of century France at night. Oh hey, we got OG, and welcome back to the program. And OG says, hi ma'am, how you been doing? Yeah, I've been doing okay, man. I don't know, I've just been feeling out of energy because of this like heat wave we've been having recently. I mean, I feel so menopausal. It's absolutely disgusting. But you know, besides that, man, I've been good. Also, I forgot to show you this, guys, but I did get a book. Yes, it came today. This is a series that is called the Grim Lovely series, and this is by Megan Shepherd. I'm reading actually one of her other books. She makes these really good, like, mature gothic books, and this is part of her another, like, a different series. So yeah, I just got this recently and I can't wait to get the other two books. And guys, I couldn't resist though. There's this website called Better World Books, and Better World Books, they actually have some really good deals going on. So they had a deal where like you get 4 used books and it's for, you get like 25% off, and I was like, bitch, this is the time to buy it. So I couldn't resist, guys. I bought like a complete book series, and then I went and got some more books, and then today I decided to get a whole bunch of like romance books for men. So make sure, guys, stay tuned for that. Once they come, I will be doing some more book recommendations for men, because from time to time I do get some cool gentlemen, you guys out there, that like romance books, some of you, but you're not into the super feminine kind of romance books. So I've been kind of recognizing that, and I have a segment on my program now where I do like book reviews and book recommendations for men who are interested in the romance genre. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book series because it has like witches and, you know, magic and like shapeshifters and all this crazy shit. So I thought this would be an interesting read. So it's called Midnight Beauties. This is the sequel, but it's a trilogy. So I ordered both books, but it seems like because of the pandemic, it's like taking longer and longer for me to get my stuff. Like when I got my contemporary romance mystery box, oh my gosh, guys, I was so nervous because it took like almost like it felt like a month and a half before it came to me. So but yeah, I've been doing that. Tomorrow, guys, wish me luck. I'm gonna be getting back into working out. Also, some good news too. I lost a couple pounds. So me and my mom have been like working on this weight loss challenge. So I've been kind of focusing on that. So I did lose a couple pounds, but I still have a long way to go because I'm trying to be sexy as fuck now. Because, you know, I just got so tired of like, you know, people checking out my show and just coming to tell me how ugly I am. So I'm gonna make sure I am like a boss ass, fine ass bitch. Okay, get your life. All right, so let's get back to it, my friends. And if you have any questions about like Otome games or what this is about, do not hesitate. This is not the show to be shy, bitch. Okay, I love answering questions and talking with you guys. Okay, all right. I know which I could choose. I gave Lei Kumate my answer. I accept. I suppose that makes us co-workers, Sebastian, and maybe lovers later. No. Hey, there's nothing wrong with some butler fantasies. Actually, guys, I'm reading a book series like I was talking about earlier. It's called the Hunted series. It's by like Ivy Smoak, I think is the way to say her last name. And it's this story between this college student who falls in love with her professor. But guys, this professor, his name is Professor Hunter. Ooh, he is everything, guys. He is sexy. He got the body, you know, and he just loves her unconditionally. But the only thing I don't like about him, though, is he's got some like Christian Grey issues. But besides that, he's just tasty, okay? But all of my messiness aside, it's the only option that guarantees me a place to sleep tonight. Whatever dangers may be here, the streets will be worse. Okay, you see, I'm a smart bitch, all right? Lei Kumate and Sebastian have already confided in me. I'll trust them for now. Sebastian looked distinctly uninterested at the prospect of having my assistance. Well, I mean, come on, bitch. I mean, come on. Oh my gosh, yes! Hey, yo. We have, of course, adult coloring with Shara. Hey, what's up, Shara? Hey. It's been a while, my friend. Oh my gosh. I am glad that you're checking out my other program here, Bookshade. We be talking about books, and I'm also playing Otome games now on Thursdays. But on Tuesdays, it's either going to be a book review, a reading sprint challenge, or something else. Like I've been doing this. I did a episode where when I finish a book, I actually make a soundtrack for you guys of like a soundtrack like recommendations that you can listen to while you're reading the book, and it's a great experience. So I'm gonna be doing one once I finish the third book in Black Dagger Brotherhood. Since it's a long series, I'll be doing a books and book review and soundtrack is what I call, giving you guys my review on how I feel about the current book that I'm reading, plus a soundtrack that if you're reading the first 3 books, that's gonna be really boss, y'all. It's gonna have some hip-hop, it's gonna have some dance in there, some instrumentals. Ooh, bitch. So that'll be coming up probably in like maybe next month or so, because I take my time, guys. I'm a juicy reader. Okay, I be looking for all them book receipts, but you know me. All right, and Shara says, how have you been? Yeah, let me tell you, it's been crazy. I've really been focusing on like my weight loss and everything. I've kind of cut back on like streaming, so I do the show twice a week. But I've also noticed I've been doing, I'm gonna slowly hopefully start doing some more pre-recorded stuff on the days where I just feel tired or something, or like, because let me tell you guys, this workout, one day on the Affordable Critic, I will do a video, guys, showing you the workout that I do. It is so strenuous. I be tired as fuck. Like, oh my gosh. All right, let's continue here, guys. So Sebastian looked distinctively uninterested at the prospect of having my assistance. What a dick.
私のことはセバスチャンで結構です。主の意向であれば断る理由はありません。ただし
Hey, there's nothing wrong being strict. You know, you got to get the job done. You got to get it done. I can work with that. Housekeeper might feel like a step down from my previous job, but I chose to view this as a as an extended vacation. I'll be back to work in a month, and maybe I'll add a history section to my blog too. I've been lost and confused. Now, the ground at my feet felt a little more stable. I'm pleased we've come to an agreement. I wasn't able to answer all your questions tonight, but in my bedroom, we'll continue tomorrow. Tonight at 10. No. I'll be like mad thirsty, y'all. No. I also have something important to tell you, but that too can wait for morning. I looked into those eyes, those golden eyes. I first saw it at the musée, and strangely found myself content with that. I look forward to it, Komete. I will inform the others that you will be staying with us and are to be treated with courtesy, or else I'm gonna slap a bitch. Can you imagine Saint Germain just being like, it's like, I challenge you to a duel. Like, I can't see that. Two of them did not, or I'm talking like myself here. Two of them did not join us tonight, but I expect you'll have the opportunity. No. To meet them soon. More famous names from history? Two more, you said? Yes. One is Joan d'Arc. Joan of Arc is here too? Lesbian tendencies? No. Ah! A mess. I know. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess, y'all. The Maid of Orleans, who led the French in the 100 Years' War. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd be the only woman here. It's been nothing but men so far. Not that I'm complaining. A woman? Oh, Jean is a man. Though I can see how you made that mistake. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Joan d'Arc is a man. Interesting. Are we talking about the same person? As to that, truth and history have a curious way of becoming distorted in the telling. He heard voices others couldn't hear, voices that guided him. Tonight, a new voice urged him to look out the window. An eye patch covered the left side of his face, almost hidden his lank, dark hair. Ooh, yes, he's very sexy, yes, okay, yes. I love that haircut. I don't think I could pull that off, though. I would look crazy as hell with that kind of haircut. It's like nice and put it to the side. No, I would look really bad. Joan d'Arc looked out at the crescent moon and heard its laughter. As he watched, it morphed from a smile to a bow, bent to loose an arrow, from a bow morphed into a blade, arching mid-slice. I'm sorry, guys, like, I'm sweating like crazy, so if I'm, like, adjusting myself here, I'm sorry. Ooh, those eyes. We're doing his storyline. Good God. His voice faded into the night. The moon, mocking laughter, did not. Alright, so we have the beautiful heretic Joan d'Arc. That's interesting, seeing Joan d'Arc as a man. That's fascinating. Not historically accurate, guys. I was wondering. I was like, lesbian tendencies? What's gonna happen here? Besides Jean, there's one other who lives with us here in the mansion. Lady Komete was cut off by a dull thump, like something heavy falling against the door. That's probably him. I'm sorry to trouble you, Amira. Could you get that door? Ba ba ba! No. Alright. I love how, like, I'm just like, well, I mean, it could be it could be a murderer, but who gives a fuck? Like, that's so fucking crazy. I opened the door to find no one there. Is the last man invisible? When I stepped in the hallway, I finally saw him. He was lying slumped against the wall. What's he doing there? Is he sleeping? Is he an alcoholic? Tonight at 10. No. Excuse me? Isn't it a little bit too late to be getting mad wasted? Like, couldn't you wait tomorrow? No. I wondered how he could be comfortably sleeping like that. He cracked an eye open. Then he pulled me into his lap. Oh shit. I wasn't angry. I was in another world. A sweet smelling paradise of golden-eyed angels with low lyrical voices. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a little bit too close for comfort. Ooh, bitch. Oh, hey, we got Danielle. What's up, Danielle? And Danielle says, hey, everyone. No, of course she would not act like that. Only I would. Never seen you here before. Ooh, he is so sexy. Oh my gosh. We're doing his storyline too. Good God. Because you know me, I love me an older man. Good God. I thought I'd wait patiently until you were done. Took so long, I fell asleep. Ooh, he is sexy. Look at him. Eyes, good God. Ooh. No, you see me sweating? No. My makeup starts coming off like I be looking like Luann on King of the Hill, like, I'm sorry, Uncle Hank. Oh, he wasn't letting go. I didn't want him to. See? Great minds think alike, bitch. Yes, go on. I knew he'd ask me a question, but no answer came to mind. Because my hormones took over tonight at 10. As if waking up from the dream I was still in, he realized what he had done and let go of me. Oh, I'm totally sorry. Danielle's like, it's going down. Yes, it is going down. Like, clothes be coming off, okay? Like, this would be like a 10-minute game. I'd be like, drop them drawers. No. Have some class, you know. The class for me, guys, went out the window. Look at this sexy motherfucker right here. You see that hair? You see that part? You see how well moisturized his hair is? Do you see how that skin is lickable and luscious? Get some. He chuckled warmly and murmured an apologetic Susa in a provisional Italian accent. Ooh, and he's Italian? Fuck me, yes. See, all my tea is just being spilled like a shower. Shh, just let me have it. Oh, this is a mess. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna turn on my like AC because I am like unbearable right now. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys, let me know if oh my gosh, I'm getting all hot. This older daddy is just making me moist. What is going on here? Oh man, I do enjoy the older daddies. I really do. Good God. I gotta like fan myself like ah. So vulgar. Good God. All right. Oh man, Yes, hot and bothered. And Danielle's like laughing her ass off. She's like, yeah, bitch, the only reason why you turned on the AC was because you getting hot. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I know sometimes when I turn on my AC, it may interfere with like whatever. But if you guys can hear me, let me know. Did I surprise you? Yes, by making me hot and bothered. Good God. He's so sexy, yo. Like this is like my type right here, guys. Like an older Italian daddy right there. Yes, God. Okay, you can hear? All right, awesome. Yes, you did. Ooh, he's so sexy. Oh my gosh. I'm pathetic, guys. I'm sorry. He helped me to my feet, and I caught the pleasant aroma of tobacco lingering on his clothes. Competition. And there he is, the last of our residents. Oh, Leonardo da Vinci. All right, the indigenous deceiver. Ooh, okay. Likes playing the field. I get it. I get it. Leonardo da Vinci.
この屋敷には俺とセバスチャン、そして9人の偉人たちが暮らしている。
Leonardo ran a gloved hand through his hair. His voice was still heavy with that rough, sleepy quality.
しかしまあ、とんでもない屋敷に来ちまったな、あんた。
Why do you say that?
ここはあんたみたいな小娘にとって居心地のいい屋敷じゃねえって。
I think I am going to enjoy it here. I mean, come on, you're living in a mansion with a bunch of sexy ass men from history. Fuck yes. Like, have Leonardo on Monday, Jermaine on Tuesday, Van Gogh and on Wednesday, and Mozart on Thursday, and all of them on the weekend. Perfect. No. A mess, I know. All right, we have finished part 7 here. So we're gonna continue here to the character selection. So, oh no, we got one more part here. So this is the last part. Oh, all these hot men. Oh my. Finally, I'm alone. Ooh, that's a nice bedroom. Oh my gosh. I sank onto the bed in what was to be my room. Alone with Musette and my thoughts. It was easy to imagine that this was a dream, and I was back in my hotel. If only it was a dream. I'm willing to believe I traveled back in time, but I cannot believe I just had dinner with a bunch of time-traveling artists and scientists and musicians, and I tried to recount everyone I met. Yo, these sexy guys. Alright, so those are the Van Gogh brothers. Vincent van Gogh and his younger brother Theodorius. One paints masterpieces, the other sells them. One is nice and the other is an asshole, but I'm not sure. I'm not so sure of. They seem so close enough. Ooh. Yeah, we are definitely going to be doing the storyline for the both of them. Fuck. The two authors, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who created Sherlock Holmes, and Osamu Dazai, who wrote No Longer Human. The class flirt and the class clown. They both seem to want my attention. I mean, fuck yeah. Was Sir Isaac Newton really that shy? He wouldn't look at me in the eye. I can't even picture Jeanne d'Arc. I wonder, was he really like? Your words. They match the look on your face. That's rare. How did I lose myself around Leonardo da Vinci? why did I get turned on? No. Oh my gosh. And what exactly was he thinking? As if the banquet wasn't bad enough. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. His music was so lively and fun, but he seemed so cold and empty inside. And of course, I can't forget. I'll answer your questions later. You need to escape before the others find you. Napoleon Bonaparte. He was trying to rescue me, I was sure of it. From what? I couldn't picture all of them lying down with me. I mean, lying about who they were. Oh my gosh. And my instincts told me that they were telling the truth. Besides, what would Le Comate and Sebastian gain from lying to me? I'm not rich or influential. There's no benefit to it. Then it's all real as this place is. I slipped off my jacket, kicked off my shoes, and took out my earrings. Enough thinking. It's time for me to go to bed, and then one of them's gonna get in my bed. Oh, no, like, yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's time for me to let my inhibitions go. Is that a hand on my breast? No. Oh no, that couldn't be. Oh my gosh, Danielle's losing her shit. No, we have fun on this program too, guys. So not only do we talk about books too, we also talk about webtoons. Webtoons, guys, are web comics from South Korea. They are fucking phenomenal. Right now, I am currently reading this web comic that is called, or webtoon. It's called My Idol is a Vampire. Guys, I cannot wait to review that one for you. It is so fucking hilarious. It's like a entertainment reporter one day is just like, you know, hanging out at night, real smart, by herself. She gets bitten by this vampire, but little does she know that the vampire is actually a K-pop idol. It's really fucking hilarious, guys. It's really good. Time for bed. I slipped under the covers. I shut my eyes. Despite my internal clock was still reading afternoon, I was somehow able to sleep. Okay, no, I don't sleep like that, y'all. Maybe I do. I woke to the soft crumple of the thick duvet, followed by the creak of the bed frame. What the fuck is that? I froze. Someone else was in the room with me. See, I told y'all, it's time to get freaky. It's time to get freaky. No. No. So I froze. Someone else was in the room with me. They were on the bed. Who's there? It isn't safe here after all. I rolled out of bed. I rolled out of bread. That tells you how tired I am, guys. I rolled out of bed and sprang to my feet. A pair of arms grabbed me from behind and pulled me back into bed with them. Ooh, okay. Just forward advances and shit. They were on top of me, holding me down. Stop! Strong hands pinned mine to the sheets. My legs were wrapped under theirs. Don't move. Their breath was on my ear. My body tensed. Sharp teeth sank into my neck. It stung only for a moment. No, not even that long. What I felt couldn't be described as pain. I feel so hot. No. Naughty. Oh, I am so ridiculous. I couldn't move my limbs. They weren't under my power anymore. Heat flickered across my vision like a desert mirage. Each warm breath billowing over my neck filled me with an insatiable longing. Someone bit me? The fuck? No liquor could have intoxicated me as quickly. Sheer pleasure, spreading from my neck, traveling through my body. Ooh, this is getting sexy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess. I groaned in a voice laden with ecstasy. Did this voice even belong to me? Except I knew it did. Oh, I felt it to my core. A slow, throbbing pulse, robbing me of reason. I have to snap out of it. My lashes fluttered. My eyes were rolling back. I know, that was foul. That looks terrible. Suddenly, I caught a sight of something. Someone had spilled rose petals on the sheet, and sexy saxophone music started playing. No, that's terrible, that's terrible. But they weren't rose petals. They had come from me. That's blood. That's my blood. Before I let go of consciousness and slipped into the void, I heard a man's voice. I want it all. Your body, your heart, your destiny. Sailor Moon. That just sounds like something Sailor Moon would be said in Sailor Moon or some shit. It's like something Jadeite would say. Oh my gosh, Jadeite is so fucking sexy. Oh my gosh. I need to get back actually into watching Sailor Moon because I watched the first season, the second season, and the third season. But I think because I haven't watched it in its entirety like that, I'll probably go back. And also, guys, for Affordable Critic, I will be doing reactions to the dramas and stuff that I'm going to be watching and stuff with commentary. So that's going to be fucking fun. All right, let's continue here. No! Where's a cold compress when you need it? I scrambled out of bed, clutching my neck. There was no punctured wound there, no blood. I spun, looking around the room, empty. No trace of the man who had bitten me. There's no one here. The fuck? I would say something like that, guys. Seriously, I would. I never had such a real dream. It wasn't a dream. Ooh. No. No, that's not true. When I first arrived at the mansion, that dream felt just as real. My fingers were cold. I was shaking. My throat was painfully dry. I should get some water. Retracing my steps from dinner, I found the kitchen. It was lit with electric lamps. Sebastian was up, washing the dishes. After that nightmare, I sighed in relief to see him. Yes, could I have some water, please? Sebastian poured me a glass, and he listened patiently as I told him about the waking dream or vision I had when I arrived. And I had another dream just now. Tell me about your dream. I told him about the man in my room, how he held me down and had bitten my neck. Just like a vampire would. Talking about it helped. In fact, I was laughing as I finished the story. Sorry guys, these headphones are so sweaty. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Dreams can be so realistic, even when they're almost about the most unbelievable things. Sebastian was quiet now, and if I wondered if he was tired of me prattling on, Thanks for listening to my silly dream. I hope you don't think I'm crazy for dreaming about vampires. I don't think you're crazy, nor do I believe it was just a silly dream. You don't think it was silly? No, indeed, I think it's a good sign. I felt a pang of unease. My bad dream is a good sign? What kind of masochist are you? Huh, Sebastian? Like, seriously? No. Oh my gosh, such a mess.
その夢はきっとこの屋敷があなたに見せた夢ですよ。
Ah, that's weird. You're not making sense.
その夢はあなたへの忠告です。身も心も彼らに奪われないように。
Oh. Them?
この屋敷で暮らす住人。あなたがお会いした方々は。
Oh, here's the gag of the century, guys. Oh, hey, we have Ash. Yay. Welcome back, Ash. What's up? Welcome back to the program. And Ash says, I love anime. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of anime. Oh my gosh. Like, I love anime. Actually, I'm gonna, you know what, guys? I want to take a poll with you guys, because there are some like webtoon series that I'm going to be looking at that are based on anime series. If you guys want me to to do a segment called like books based on anime, where I review an anime for you guys, or like a drama that's based on a book, it has to be like, you know, book centric, of course, since that's what this program is about. So yeah, you guys let me know if you would like for me to do that. In case for you guys just, you know, coming in checking out the show, right now I am playing this Otome game that is called Ikemen Vampire. It's actually one of the most popular like Otome games. It's constantly getting updated with like new shit and all that, and they add new guys too as like love interests. But what we're gonna do mainly is we're gonna focus on the main point of the storyline, and then if there's new characters that get updated, oh, and manga, yeah. There is a difference, guys. There's manga and then there's manga, okay? Webtoons are categorized as manga. Manga is like the South Korean version of manga. Manga is associated to Japan. So there might be some artistic differences sometimes, and when you when you read manga, there you can definitely see the manga influence in there. But manga has a different style sometimes than manga. But then sometimes there are mangakas, like I call them, but in Japan they're called mangaka. So those are like the manga creators. But sometimes what happens is some mangas, the artists themselves, they are influenced by manga, so they have like a similar style. So that's why manga and manga sometimes they get overlapped and it can be a little bit confusing. Oh, and Ash says, I mean manga, Korean. Yeah. So yeah, it is a Korean. It's pretty much a Korean webcomic, but there is a different style with manga and a different like flavor to it than manga. But you know, if you guys want me to review both, I can do that so that you guys can see the difference. And I also do adult webtoons as well. I just finished reading one that was pretty hot. It made me pretty hot and bothered, actually. It's called Fitness. It's really sexy. It's really good. It's about this guy who is a fitness coach, of course, at a gym. And he has this other guy that is like a total bro, like a total muscle juice head, just a dimwit, you know, an idiot. And he thinks like he's this, you know, he's the king shit, right? So he and this guy, they have like a rivalry or whatever. And the main guy has a friend that he grew up with, and he's like in love with her, but he just doesn't have the balls to like tell her that, and it's the story of them like getting together. Yeah, it's really, really fucking good, and it's really sexy. And yes, it is a mature webtoon, so viewer discretion is advised. But yeah, the sex scenes were fabulous. And oh, and Ash did ask that if I do review the mature manga, and yeah, that is a manga. Fitness is a manga. I just checked out the most recent update that was released for it. Yeah, it was pretty sexy. It's getting pretty interesting. The one that I'm reading right now, it's another manga. It's called the one I was talking about earlier, My Idol is a Vampire. That one's really good. The other difference I noticed with manga versus manga is that a lot of the characters are, of course, Korean, but some of the characters sometimes in these mangas are Chinese, or they might be like European. So I thought that was really interesting. Hey, you know what, Ash? Give me a couple. Yeah, I would love to like check them out and stuff and all of that. But yeah, I do love adult mangas. Those are fun, but I review both the regular and the adult ones as well. But yeah, there's some of them are pretty steamy reads. I'm like, oh my. I was like, I would love my husband to do that to me. Oh man. Hashtag hot and bothered. And Danielle says anything mature. Okay, so all right, so what I will do is yeah, so since you guys wanted to do that, I will be reviewing more mature content manga, and then I will also do like the anime if it's based on like a book series, or like either a manga or manga. So okay, I'll do that. That sounds cool. But yeah, for Affordable Critic, we just focus more on like the culture aspect with like the TV shows and stuff, but you know, it'll be interchangeable, so that'll be cool. And yeah, so you guys love that steamy shit. Like I noticed that because like when I did the review for Temptation, you guys were like all into that. Y'all love those professor fantasies. But yeah, I like Professor Hunter. Like he is my book boyfriend now. He's so fucking hot. He just has this way of saying things that are like so sexy. So sometimes like when I'm reading it, and his love interest is a lady named Penny. So like when I'm reading it, I just like picture myself with him, and I'm like, ooh. I'm such a loser, guys. Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. Okay. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, because I've heard of that one. That one seems to be really popular. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see what happens here, my friends, with Sebastian's, you know, basic ass. No, Sebastian is sexy, too. He has this kind of allure to him that's kind of, you know, the butler fantasies, you know? Hashtag butler daddy. Oh, my gosh. I just like saying daddy. It's just fun for me. Okay. Oh, and you forgot one? Okay, I'll have to check those out too. But My Idol is a Vampire, it's a little bit of a longer series, but I think I'm gonna get through it hopefully this weekend. And then I've been listening to audiobooks. So guys, I've been so busy with the entertainment. Like today, I'm gonna be watching Vampire Prosecutor season 1 again. That show is a great K-drama. So, but it's very graphic though, and I would recommend not eating food because it gets really gory as fuck. It's fucking crazy. So that's gonna be the first one that I'm gonna review for the Affordable Critic. But then on here, we're gonna mainly do on Thursdays these Otome Let's Plays, and then on Wednesday, hopefully I'll be done with Addicted so I can review that for you guys. Because that book series is so good. I've been reading like 100 pages a day. We still have Black Dagger Brotherhood, Affordable Critic. I'm working on another page in Serin. That's been like my main project. I just decided, like, instead of kind of going all through my adult coloring books like that, I would just pick one, focus on it, finish it, and then work on the next one. So, okay, so I got a couple recommendations from Ash here. We got One Ghost Love, Steel Taste, Spot Master. Ooh, that sounds sexy. I like anything with master in it. Like I like the BDSM romances and shit. So, ooh, that sounds good. Okay. So, yeah, I'll have to check those out. Awesome. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. You guys have been really good with the recommendations. Oh, also, guys, next week, on next week Tuesday is going to be the start of my open boar marathon. So I'm going to be doing a let's play of some of the best open boar games. Open boar stands once again for Open Beats of Rage, and they just fucking updated, guys, Streets of Rage 2X. It is probably the best open boar Streets of Rage like game, period. It's constantly being updated. It's a very solid game. So I have to play that for you guys because it's really fucking good. So I think you guys will enjoy that as well. I will have a link below for my other shows as well. All right. So let's see what he says here. The residents of this mansion, for you see, everyone you've met tonight.
あなたが夢に見たような本物のヴァンパイアですから。
Oh shit! So we got all these vampire fantasies going on. Hell yeah. Alright, and we have Naite. Hey, welcome to the program. Thanks for checking out the program, guys. I just love Otome games. Otome games are romance games from Japan, and they're fucking awesome. And we're gonna be playing tons of them. The reason why I picked the Ikemen series, as it's called, because they have one with like samurais, and it's really fucking, it's hot. Samurais are sexy as fuck. I have a thing for samurais. Okay, any man that can save me on a horse with a fucking, like, you know, fucking sword and shit, that's hot. It's really hot. Okay, but enough of my fantasies being spilled. The fantasy tea. Oh, this program. But yeah, I love these games. Like, they're just fabulous. But I picked this series because it's a great example of, like, because a lot of times Otome games get like a bad, like, stereotypical viewpoint, as they're seen as like really basic, or they're just not high quality. But the Ikemen series is a perfect example of how you can make an Otome game really enjoyable, great graphics and everything. So they definitely spend the money, guys, on this game for sure. So we got all vampires in our hands here. All right, so we have completed, guys, the prologue here. We have done that, so that's gonna be it, guys. Coming up next time, well, actually, you know what, we should pick the character that we need to let's do the character selection. Let's go ahead and do that, because that would be important. Okay, so this is kind of like the comic to review like what happened. Okay, so let's see who. Okay, so let's figure out. I have like something in my eye. That's terrible. Okay, so let's figure out, guys, who do we want to do first. So this is just me. Since I love the older daddies, I was thinking about Leonardo first, then Deizai, then maybe Jean, then Saint Germain and Shakespeare. I'm not really into Vincent anymore. I just like the older daddies. That's just me. But you guys let me know which ones that you feel would be interesting. But I was thinking about doing Leonardo first. He's the one that makes me like the most like horny. Probably that's why. No, that's horrible. Yeah, so I was thinking Leonardo, Deizai, Theodorus, Jean, Saint Germain, Sebastian, and Shakespeare. Those were the main ones. I won't do Isaac. He's too wimpy for me. Like, he's too weak and shit. Okay, so we got one for Mozart. Who else would you guys want for me to do? Because I have the ones that I want to do, but I just wanted to hear from you guys. So okay, so Mozart, that seems, I don't blame you. Mozart seems interesting too, but he's such a asshole, man. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm curious with Sebastian because like there's not much information about him and shit. Oh hey, we have someone new. Yes, bitch. And we have Marley. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the program. And Marley says, I did Leonardo. It was so good. Ooh, thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, I have a thing for Leonardo so much. Like, he is so sexy to me. Hashtag, like, sexy older daddy. Like, oh my gosh. He has my heart. Okay, so yeah, so we got, so for me, I definitely Leonardo. Okay, that's a good recommendation. Arthur, I was thinking about doing too. Because there's just something about him. He's really flirty, and I like that. I like guys that are like kind of flirty like that, but not being a dick about it, but like, you know what I mean. I think I'm gonna do Leonardo first, because that's like excites me the most. I love how transparent I am on this program. But yeah, we're gonna play through all the Ikemen games because they're so fucking good. And then I got some like other ones too, because they have a lot of different Otome companies that make these games, so we'll play through them. But this one, I will say as a disclaimer, this is a mature Otome game, so it is gonna get sexy, let me tell you. Okay, so excuse me here. All right, so Leonardo, okay, we'll do. And then Mozart, Danielle wanted that one. So, okay, we'll do Leonardo first because I gotta find out what happens because he turns me on so much. Then we'll do Mozart. And then after that, we'll do Daizai if it's available. Then from there, we'll do Jean Shakespeare, I was thinking maybe, Saint Germain, and then Sebastian, and then conclude with Arthur. I think that would be good. All right, guys, so we're gonna do Leonardo first. I'm so excited. Ooh, he's so sexy. I know he's gonna be super like extra, and usually I'm not into guys that be extra like that, but it's just something. Okay, maybe it's just the artist in me that's like getting all hot and bothered. All right, so Leonardo, let's see here. Oh, he's so sexy. Good God. All right. So, of course, the ingenious deceiver Leonardo da Vinci, who is voiced by Kenjiro Tsuda. Ooh, his voice is so sexy, yo. Oh, guys, let me tell you, I've been listening to a lot of romance audiobooks. Oh my gosh, like some of these like male narrators, they be bringing these men to life. I'm like, I wish they were real. I wish they were real. I wish they were real. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Okay. Okay, and you can like listen to their voice too. Oh my gosh! I just lost my clothes, guys. I just lost my fucking clothes. Oh my gosh! Yes. Oh, that is, guys. Let me tell you, my ASMR is tingling right now. I get a lot of people who tell me I should do ASMR. Do you guys think I have the voice for that? Because I really don't think I have like that ASMR, but I've been listening to some of those. Oh my gosh, it just makes my ears like have an ear like gasm. It's so fantastic. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so Leonardo is a genius, regarded by historians and scholars as the quintessential Renaissance man. Maybe I just like a good Renaissance man. Oh, also guys, I got some like Victorian romances too recently. I just love reading a good Victorian romance. You know, it's just like, and the thing I love though about historical romance is like the guy be getting turned on by like the lady's ankles and shit. Like, oh, she took off her petticoat and it made him like moist inside, and I'm just like, oh, come on. Oh man, it's great. Okay, so it says he usually spends his days sating his curiosity by investigating anything that catches his eye. A bit of a lone wolf, he appears to be hiding a deep secret. All right, so he was born April 15th. He's pretty tall. That's nice. And his past occupation was an artist inventor, very sexy. But we don't know what vampiric type he is. And I love his quote, "You're an interesting one. You make a fascinating study for my research." Oh! Oh, and Ash is asking, do you also review animes? Yeah, I am gonna do that. Since you guys have been asking me a lot to do that, I might, you know what, I'll actually watch an anime before I go to bed. I like doing that, like watch an anime or read a book or read some pages of my book before I go to bed. Cause I try to keep myself on track, you know, for reviews and stuff. I was thinking about doing a review for Food Wars. That's a great anime. I already watched it, but damn, it's so good though. Competitive food anime is everything. There's another one that's called Yakate Japan. That was the other one I was considering reviewing. Yakate is about a young man who has what's called the solar hands. Guys, his hands are literally they're like fucking heated. He has like the hands of sun temperature. And he can ferment bread, like when he's kneading the bread, like the bread, he can like make it rise because of the heat that comes from his hands. And then he has all these other like enemies that like want to take him down and all this shit. It's so fucking good. But it's called Yakate Japan. So that was the other one. See, I wanted to do some new ones and some classics, because I think sometimes, and this is just me, I just feel like the current generation of anime, you know, lovers and stuff, I think they're missing out on the older series that like are they're classics, they're great, like Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that, Trigun, Hellsing, those are like my foundation animes besides like Sailor Moon and stuff. I mean, there's great, really good animes out there. I watch a lot of vampire anime, of course. Hence we're playing a vampire Otome game. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. And oh, Ash, yeah, I get called that a lot of people call me a weeb. But I don't know, am I a weeb, guys? Okay, well, yeah, in the vicious comment section below, let me know, am I really a weeb? Because I don't think I am. Like, I mean, I'm into anime, but I'm not like some people, you know, that are like really into fucking anime. Like, it's like their heart, you know? I mean, I love it, but I'm not in that deep like that. Like, some people are more like really into it than others. Man, I gotta get like a wallpaper with Leonardo. He's so fucking hot, man. He's like totally my type of guy. I like a Renaissance man though. I like a guy that's just like real creative and like one of those life learners, you know, always want to try new things in and out of the bedroom, you know. Okay, take a hit, fellas. No. Oh my gosh, terrible. And I love Ash saying everyone's born a weeb, they just don't watch anime. Yeah, everybody's kind of like has like something that they really go hard for, you know. There's a fandom that they're really into. For me, I would have to say one of the fandoms that really like I'm really into though is I really fucking love Vampire Knight. Fucking Kaname. Oh. He rocks my world so much. He is so hot, yo. He's super smart. I also am really into Final Fantasy, Persona. I go hard for Persona. I gotta play those games on Affordable Critic though. I think I might start after we finish Pub Encounter, because I gotta finish that for y'all. It's so fucking good. So fucking good. It's really funny what happens like between me and Ryu though. Oh, I be getting invested, y'all. I be getting invested. All right, so we're gonna do Leonardo. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, he's so hot. I know, guys, I'm a loser. All right, so start your love story. Okay, we're gonna do it fucking now. It's going down. Yes. Okay, so all right, do you want to start? And you can change it at any time. Okay, that's cool. All right, we're starting it now. Even though I said I would stop, but fuck it. I like that. Curious to choose me. No, it's all right. Let's work together. Ooh. Ah! It's like Marvin Gaye song right there, you know? They'll turn on some Al Green, like, let's stay together. You will. Woo! Yes! He's so sexy, yo. And Ash's blessing for weebs. I know, right? But yeah, there's so many crazy like anime series that I enjoy greatly. Like they're classics too, so I'll have to share them with you guys to review them and shit. But yeah, I think I will I'm still debating because I think for Affordable Critic I should finish Sword Art Online since I did the first season. Yeah, the second season, guys, I'm really trying. It's so fucking bad. I mean, there's some parts where I'm like, whoa, that came out of nowhere, but it's so fucking bad. So fucking bad. Oh yeah, I have heard of that, Ash. Yeah, I heard that's a great website for sure. But yeah, if you're, you know, there's so many different anime series. It's like they come out with one like every like couple of months, it feels like it. But like the newer stuff is okay, but it's just not the same to me as the classics. Maybe I'm being elitist in that way, but damn. All right, guys, let's see what happens between us and Daddy Leonardo. Okay, so start the home button to start the game. Okay, so we're going back. Okay, so this explains how this works. So hit the story button. So we got like 5 tickets, and then I think what happens is that they restart afterwards or some shit. All right, so we're going through the tutorial of how this shit works. Okay. Okay, so all right, we're starting the tutorial. So tap the story button on the home screen to view the story list. Okay. Following information is included. Okay, with the voice and all that. Each chapter is divided into 5 parts. Okay, that makes it really easy. Okay, so you can read chapter 1, 5 parts free every day. And then your story tickets will be refreshed every day, so make sure you play daily to read the story. Well, fuck yes, we are. Okay. So it says, okay, so you can, if it's highlighted, that means you can read it. The gray ones means you can't. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So, can we do it? All right, guys, here we go. Oh, and Ash is asking me, do I watch it dubbed or subbed? Okay, so maybe this is just the elitist in me once again, a little bit. I'm not that bad. But when it comes to anime, I watch both because it depends on the voice actors. So, for example, I would say like Cowboy Bebop, I've watched in dubbed because I love the guy that does Spike. Like he's so cunning, and yeah, I love Spike is sexy as fuck. But then there are some shows like Sailor Moon, for example, I'll only watch it in dubbed. Guys, they have this other one that's called Sakamoto. This anime okay, you know what, that's the one I should review. Okay, it's a little more obscure anime, and it's about this guy who he's just cool. He's like the coolest guy in his like high school, and like all the ladies be swooning over him and shit. and he be doing everything with finesse. You know, like it's really good. But it's called Sakamoto, and yeah, I think that's the one that I should review for sure. Yeah, I think that's the one that I will do for on here maybe. No, I'll do it for Affordable Critic. Yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, it's called Sakamoto. It's very smooth. Oh, and Ash is asking if I have a Discord. Yeah, I need to get one because I want to like have you guys like come on the show and stuff and talk with me and stuff. So I'm still learning how to use Discord and everything. Once I have it figured out, guys, I'll let you know what my like Discord stuff is, and then be able to do that. So yeah, I really do need to get a Discord. All right, so let's read chapter 1. Okay, so we'll play a little bit more here, just to kind of get a head start. So, all right, we're gonna read the story, damn it. Leonardo, yes, Leonardo daddy, yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited. All right, let's get started here. Chapter 1, with his sexy ass. Fucking Leonardo's sexy ass. After wandering through a strange door in the Musée du Louvre, I wound up in an evening time world ruled by a crescent moon. Certainly, it did cast its spell on me tonight. I just woke up from an impossible dream. Bitten by a vampire. The dream was so real, too. It was the second too real dream I had since arriving here. I finished telling the butler, Sebastian, my story. Just like a vampire would. Dreams can be so realistic, even when they're about the most unbelievable things. Sebastian was quiet now, and I wondered if he was tired of me prattling on. See, I like how they have everything kind of fit in. Oh, it's wonderful. Thanks for listening to my silly dream. I hope you don't think I'm crazy for dreaming about vampires. I don't think you're crazy, nor do I believe it was just a silly dream. You don't think it was silly? Really? No, indeed, it is a good sign. My bad dream is a good sign? I believe you saw that dream because you were here in this mansion. You're not making sense. The dream serves as a warning that you are going to give them neither your body nor your heart. Them? The residents of this mansion, for you see, everyone you met tonight, they are exactly what you saw in your dream. They are all vampires. You have to say it like that, guys. Oh my gosh. My heart skipped a beat. I felt cold. No, he can't be serious. Vampire Sebastian? Really? It's true. The residents are all vampires. His deadpan expression gave nothing away. I had to say, it added to the humor of his otherwise awkward joke. Oh, it took me a second to realize that you were joking, right? You're joking, yeah. Ah, that's funny though. Funny? Yes, it was clever of you to help me fight off my nightmares with some humor. I think it worked. I'm over it now. I finished my glass of water. The cool liquid seemed to refresh my mind and my body. I nearly fell for that one. Normally I can laugh and joke with all the best of them. But I haven't been myself all night. Must be this place. This place being Paris, France at the turn of the 19th century. I unwittingly time traveled by the way of a strange door, and now I couldn't return to my time for a month. Man, that would fucking suck. really fucking suck. I wasn't the only time traveler. The likes of Vincent van Gogh and Napoleon Bonaparte lived here too, or so they claimed. It's a nice house though. It was the first night of my month-long stay, and I had enough surprises for a lifetime. So don't even try to tell me they're vampires on top of that, unless you want to test my limits of the human mind. Mine is tested enough. Thank you. Had enough of these fucking vampires. But some sleep will help me to recover. Thank you for the water, Sebastian. I should be getting back to bed. With a man in it. No. Oh, man. Oh, my poor husband someday. My poor boyfriend someday. I feel bad for the guy. Have to put up with all this crazy shit. Amira, wait. That wasn't a joke.
Ah, by Jove. You two are still awake?
What? That was chapter what? What? That was short as hell. Alright guys, well, I tried to like finish a chapter a day, so that's what I'm gonna do. So, oh no, I was like, wait a minute, I was like, we finished okay, so we finished chapter 1, part 1. Alright, cool. Alright, well that's gonna be it, guys, for... Ooh, I'm so sorry for burping. Maybe I need to eat something. And Danielle says she's in denial. Yeah, you are so correct about that. Like, I swear, she really is. She's just like, I can't believe there's vampires here. I really can't believe it. Yeah. It's like, come on. I'm an idiot, guys. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these Otome Let's Plays. I have another one that I've been doing on my other program since, you know, we focus a lot on Asian pop culture stuff. It's called Pub Encounter. And yeah, that one's really fucking good. Now this one, I will make sure, guys, that I don't play ahead because I want to kind of like play along with you guys, so you guys can be like, we can all kiki and you know, and like react to the shit. But yeah, this is a great game. Ikemen Vampire is really fucking good. It's really good. All right, guys. So this is a time in the program where I give a couple moments for some Q&A. So if you have questions for me on like the books I'm reading, you know, just let a bitch know. You know, anime, you know, video games, whatever the fuck, you know. Oh yeah. And oh yeah, Danielle. Oh my gosh, Danielle loves Pub Encounter. Oh my gosh. She go hard for that game. And oh, Ash says don't forget to. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out for sure. And this is a book that I got, so just in case if you guys didn't see this, this is by Megan Shepherd. It's called Midnight Beauties. It's about this young lady who wants to be a powerful witch, and in this particular world, what happened was her people got turned into animals. So this is the second book in the series, but it's a trilogy, so I bought the other two books. But I just thought it was weird that I got the second book like today. I was like, you know, like the fuck? Okay. But no, we'll continue along Ikemen Vampire, and then we'll also play the samurai one. You will like the samurai one because those guys are so freaks. Oh, it's good. It's really good. I played a little bit, then I stopped, and I was like, no, I must play with my audience. I must play with my audience. So yeah, so we'll be playing Ikemen Vampire Pub Encounter on the Affordable Critic. And then we gotta get back to Gladdy Daddy in Final Fantasy 15. See, I have to play that game in doses, guys, because it's really fucking boring though. There's some parts of it that's exciting, but I was really disappointed in Final Fantasy 15. I felt that they could have done a better job with the game, you know, just like with the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but I was just really disappointed that they only came out, they're gonna make it episodic And I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, and also too, guys, props to Netflix, because Netflix has been coming out with some really kick-ass shows. Like, I've really been impressed with Netflix as well. There is a really good documentary, I believe, on Amazon Prime about the romance like book industry. So they talk to like some of the biggest people that are like in there, authors and stuff. So I think I'm gonna watch that this weekend to do a review for next week. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, this would be the time. I like to just give like a couple minutes before I go, so if you have questions to ask, this would be the time. But yeah, I reorganized my bookshelf and everything so it matches my TBR and everything. I'm really getting immersed, guys, in this like booktube community, and I also do Twitch as well, so you know, check me out, Twitch TV slash Bookshade, of course, 1. Well, yeah, it's Bookshade, not Bookshade 1. That's my social media, but it's just twitch.tv Bookshade. And Ash is like, questions. But yeah, Danielle really loves the pub encounter, so yeah, we'll be getting back into that too for sure. But yeah, I've just been like, guys, I've been using this pandemic time. I hope all you guys are healthy and safe and shit like that. I've just been using this time to catch up on stuff that normally I would not have time. So I've really been spending my time like playing the games that I usually don't have the chance to, reading the books. Like, guys, can you believe I actually met my Goodreads goal for this year? I have read 10 books this year. I cannot believe it. Now, some of them were audiobooks, but the majority were regular, like, you know, physical books like this. But now I gotta get another bookshelf. I was really trying not to get another bookshelf because I'm like, okay, that's gonna enable my buying of books. But I was like, okay, let's see. I got like 3 more like boxes of books, and hopefully that's gonna be it for me. Oh, and Ash is saying, are you gonna start a new anime today? Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to see, I'm debating between Yakate Japan. That's a really long one, but it's really fucking good. I was thinking Food Wars, because I think that would be a really funny one to react to. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Overlord. Interesting. I was thinking about going back and watching Hellsing Ultimate, because I finished the original Hellsing, because I have a thing for Alucard, man. He's so fucking hot, yo. I think I have it. I just think I have a thing for like vampire men. I think that's what it is. That's sexy as fuck. What else? Yeah, I've been catching up with the adult coloring, don't you worry, because I get a lot of questions on that. So once I kind of finish my Serin project, once I finish this page, because I try to do 2 pages at a time, I'm gonna switch to diamond painting, because I have some diamond painting projects that are like not I haven't done, so I gotta do that shit. So that's what I've been doing, guys, and then I'm working out too. So I've just been keeping myself busy. Guys, during this pandemic, please do not let yourselves go. Don't get sad. Be productive. You know, learn something, you know, whether it's learn a trade or something like that. So once, you know, things get back to normal again, that, you know, you're a well-rounded person. You know, I was letting myself go for some time, I'm not gonna lie. And then when I looked in the mirror, I was like, I'm ugly as fuck. Like, what the fuck? I was like, I need to get my shit together. So please make sure, guys, be safe out there. You know, take care of yourselves, love yourself. You're worth it. You deserve it. You know, don't bring yourself down. You know, get yourself outside, even if it's a walk around your place. You know, do something. Keep yourself active. Keep yourself healthy. I know for me, I've been switching my eating habits. So I've been eating a lot of salads, chicken breast. You know, I'm getting back in the gym finally tomorrow. It's like, okay, no more excuses. you know, I get up in the morning. I try to like, you know, act like, because of course, you know, I lost my my job temporarily, unfortunately. So I've been doing things to keep myself, you know, I act like as if I'm working, you know. So I get up in the morning still, you know, I'm still getting myself getting my body still like used to it. But yeah, this COVID shit really fucks shit up, you know what I mean? So, and Ash is like, I learned to be more lazy. Get the fuck out of here. No, I was like that for a while. I won't lie, guys. When I was like, oh my gosh, I have all this free time, yes, like, but then after a while I was just like, oh, I need to be a productive human being. So I was like, yeah, so that's why I started, you know, guys, I just went on a book like binge. I just started, I renewed my library card, and I just have been listening to a shit ton of romance audiobooks and some historical fiction and stuff like that. And then I started to read some history too. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, I have really been putting forth the effort to not be, you know, a lazy ass bitch. I was like, no, I'm gonna be a productive one, okay? I did buy Streets of Rage 4, so in the future we'll definitely have to play that, but I gotta get through my open board games. Oh my gosh, guys, there have been updates to some of these open board games. It's gonna blow you away. It's such good shit. So we'll do Streets of Rage 2X first, and then I'm gonna play with like my favorite like characters and stuff. I really like Blaze, and Axel is pretty good too. So we'll do that. Streets of Rage 2X is, yeah, it's fabulous. And then there's another one too that I'll have to play for you guys, that they did some more recent updates to. I'm really excited. Oh, I'm really excited. And Danielle says the cabin fever is real. Oh yeah, let me tell you, it's crazy. They said that people are out here having more babies than ever before. And I hate that they're calling them COVID babies. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody wants to be called a COVID baby. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? And they also have COVID romance books. Okay, that's not sexy to me. Okay. We were practicing social distancing, you know, like, yeah, you like that social distancing? Does it turn you on? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Ridiculous. I love you from afar. And this is not me making a mockery out of COVID, because it's no joke, man. It's fucking crazy how this virus got out of control and it's infecting the whole fucking world. It's fucked up, you know what I mean? So please be safe out here, guys. Please make good decisions. And I also wanted to address to all of the college students out there, okay, please, okay, I know you're not gonna listen to me because, you know, of course, I'm a washed up old lady. That's what many of you guys call me. Not all of you, but I get called that from time to time. And I'm okay with getting old. I embrace it. It's part of the life cycle, okay? Get your life. But to all the college students out there, you know, I was talking with my mother about this. Guys, let's make good decisions, okay? All right, let's stop going to fucking parties, you know, and nobody's wearing masks and stuff like that. You know, I'm watching the news and they're saying that, like, you know, because of these like parties at the beginning of the semester, there's already a bunch of students that tested positive for the virus. That's really, that's fucking crazy. So to you college students out there, you know, I get it, you know, I get it. You're in the beginning of your college career, you know, you want to have a good time and everything like that, but you also are an adult, and part of being an adult is you know, being responsible. And the way that this virus is spreading rapidly like this, you know, don't only think about yourself, you also got to think about, you know, the people that you care about. And like when you go home, you know, you could be potentially spreading this. You know what I mean? Like you got to think about your family too. I think that's very important, you know? And yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Like people, you know, these college people were having this party. Nobody was wearing masks or any shit like that. And you know, it was really crowded and shit. I'm like, this is not cute. Okay? Like this is not it. Okay? I get it, you know, because part of the college experience, you know, you want to interact with people and stuff, but you know, you got to be smart. You know, like this is not the time to be acting a fool. You know, it's really not. But my heart really goes out to the people that are unfortunately dealing with this. It's not an easy thing, and we will get over it. I feel that in my heart, but it's just that, you know, people need to be more responsible, and part of that is you know, taking this seriously. you know, taking it seriously. This is not like some people were making like coronavirus jokes and shit. This is not funny. People are dying. Okay, it's not funny, you know. And I'm not trying to be all, you know, I'm, you know, on a pedestal or anything, but I just wanted to just say that, because I see so many, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some college students that are like, okay, I gotta practice social distancing and, you know, I gotta do the right thing. But there were so many of these college students that are like, who gives a fuck? And it's like, no, you should give a fuck, okay? Like, you really should. Like, and I'm talking about, guys, these parties, even though I would never go to something like that, okay, they were like jammed packed. Nobody wearing masks, nobody giving a fuck. And then you're going back and potentially getting other people sick too. You know, that's the thing. I mean, I get it, it's college and you want to, you know, you want to be your own person and stuff, which is, you know, that's part of life. You got to build your own identity, but there's still an accountability and responsibility of the people that are around you too. Yes, you matter, but they matter as well. And you definitely don't want to jeopardize someone's health by going to a dumbass party. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know you guys are going to do whatever. Yeah, fuck you, you know, you old ass bitch, you know, I'm going to do whatever I want. Okay, that's on you. But, you know, and you can't tell people what to do, right? Because they're going to do what they want to do. But just think about that, guys. Like people are dying from this shit. This is not something that's funny. This is not a joke, okay? If we want things to go back to normal, then we have to be responsible. Seriously, you know? But that's just me. And Danielle says there's no way in hell that you're gonna let them go back to school. I really don't blame you. I really don't blame you. You know, I've been really following, you know, the news and stuff of what's been going on. You know, I watch it just to keep myself informed, but I don't watch it, you know, all the time, because I feel like it's depressing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just can't believe that. I'm like, the semester hasn't even started, and that many college students are sick on certain campuses, and I'm like, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like, you know, like being responsible when it comes to this stuff. Like, you know, I don't play around, guys. Like, when I go shopping, I don't give a fuck. I come home, I'm like, shower time. Yeah, that's how I shower, y'all. No. But I take a shower, I don't play around, okay? Before I do anything, I wash my hands. Before I touch my face, I wash my hands. I use my sanitizer. You know, I don't play around, you know? This is some real shit. I'm not gonna go to a party right now You know, I'm not. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at, okay, and do what I need to do, you know. But yeah, I was just like, that was just in my heart, is to just let these college students know, like, you guys have such a future that is ahead of you, and you know, you don't want to fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, make better decisions. Make better decisions. You have a whole life ahead of you that you have all the partying and fun. You know, you still gotta balance it out. Like, know the reason why you're in college. Like, you know, college is not all about partying, okay? You're still paying money to go to your classes, you know, and you gotta balance that out. But when there's, I don't know, a fucking pandemic that people are dying from, partying is the last fucking thing you should be thinking about. Maybe that's just me, though. Maybe that's just my logic, you know? It's fucking crazy. All right. And Ash gotta go. All right, you go and take that class with your bad self. All right, thanks so much, Ash, for checking out the program. I really appreciate that. But yeah, you know, I know I'm an old, washed up lady, and you know, what the fuck do I know, right? But, you know, just make better decisions. To the college students out there, you know, if someone's telling you like, yeah, man, let's totally go to this party, you know what I'm saying? Be like, do you understand there's a pandemic going on? No, thank you. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna stay right here and be smart as hell, you know? And this is not me generalizing all college students, but it's just, it was really sad for me to be checking out the news in the last couple of days and hear that like a whole bunch of college students on various like campuses are getting sick, you know? That really fucking sucks. You know? Like, I just, you know, I'm taking this very seriously, and I'm sure many of you guys are too, but, you know, this is not something, guys, to joke around. This is not something to take lightly. I'm not sure if you guys have been checking out one of my favorite actors. She's from a show that I adore. It's called Charmed. Great show. I gotta watch Charmed too. I'm not gonna watch the remake. Fucking terrible. But Alyssa Milano, one of my favorite actors, such a cool lady. Unfortunately, she got COVID, and guess what, guys? Her fucking hair is falling out. She actually showed that shit. She was like combing her hair, and like pieces of her hair were coming out. So she's got like hair loss, you know, and she was like, please take this shit seriously, you know? She was in the hospital, guys. I was so scared for her. My heart goes out to also all the people that are in hospitals right now having to deal with this. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. You know, please stay strong. You know, not only for yourself, but your families out there. So many people, you know, want you to overcome this. Please muster that strength inside of yourself to overcome, you know? And I'm not a doctor or medical professional, as a disclaimer, but yeah, that's gotta be terrible. I can't even imagine. So this is not a joke, okay? This pandemic is not a joke. It's not funny. This is some real shit. And the last thing you should be doing is going to a party. Especially considering what is going on right now, you know? So education, guys, is something that we should never take for granted. It's a privilege. You don't have to go to college if you don't want to. But if you're in college, please understand, to the college students out there, a lot of you guys are smart. All right? Like, please understand why you're there. Please remember your families or your guardians or, you know, whoever that cares about you, that loves you, you know. Please remember that. You know, before you go out to that party, you know, think about those people. Seriously. You know, it's a lot going on, guys. I just, you know, I wanted to kind of articulate that, but yeah, I take this, you know, I take it very seriously. Like, you know, for me, I do my shopping and I come back home, you know, I do what I need to do. I come back, I shower, I, you know, wash my clothes, like, you know, disinfect everything. I don't, you know, if I, like today, guys, this book, I disinfected it. I actually wiped it down, disinfected it and everything before putting it on my bookshelf. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to get another bookshelf. I'll actually have to like put it like a smaller one, probably, yeah, and like put it right here. And then I'll probably have to move my like art supply desk thing. I have like a smaller art supply desk thing right here, and like probably put it next to me right there or some shit. But yeah, guys, I hope you're all safe. You know, please be careful out here. You know, this pandemic it's no joke, so please be safe. Please make good choices, make good decisions, okay? You know, don't stop going to parties where no one's wearing a fucking mask, and period, stop going to parties right now, in my opinion. You know, until we get, like, you know what, you know, for me, I will have a party when this shit is over, okay? I will be celebrating. I'll be like, hey, hey. You know, I will be feeling myself partying, okay, when COVID is over. But until then, I'm gonna follow what all the medical professionals are saying, okay, what the CDC is saying. I'm reading all that shit and following it, okay? Like, make better decisions out here, guys. You know, not, I can't tell you guys what to do because you guys are all grown, all right? But please think about your families, you know, think about your relatives, you know, and I know everybody got different, you know, family dynamic and shit. And also, please think about yourself. Think about your health. All right? So before someone tells you, oh, hey, let's go to this party and, you know, and act a fool. No one's wearing masks. Fuck it. You know, think about that. Think about your family. You know, think about the people you care about. You know, think about, who knows, maybe you have a you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. You know, you gotta think differently, guys, during this time. You know, it's not only you. You know, that's what I think about, guys. It's like when I go shopping or when I do things, I always think about my family and being like, okay, I'm not gonna go to a party right now. Not that, you know, not with this pandemic going on. You know, I don't want to make anybody around me that I care about sick. Fuck that. I can, you know, I can party playing video games by my damn self. You know, all jokes aside, but yeah, please be safe out here, guys. Make good choices. All right, life is so valuable, and please cherish your life. It's so important. There's one thing I can say today that you can take away from this episode today, is to really take care of yourself. Like, guys, you know, before COVID, you know, I didn't really give a shit about myself. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just living my life, fuck it, you know. But since I've had this time to reflect, I've really told myself, like, you know what, I'm gonna make time for me. I'm gonna make sure I'm working out and make sure I'm eating right. I'm making sure I'm taking care of myself and doing what I need to do, you know, and making sure I'm the most well-rounded person that I can be. So guys, use this time wisely. You know, don't use this time for some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Use it like for things to help you be a better person, if that's what you want to do. Maybe do adult coloring or diamond painting, or learn a trade. You know, some people are actually starting their own kind of entrepreneurial businesses. You know, use this time wisely, because there's not always, guys, time in life where you get a chance to, you know, do things that normally you would not be able to do. Unfortunately, that had to happen during a fucking pandemic, you know. But I'm using that time to really, like, understand myself deeper, understand the type of woman that I want to be and what I should be, you know, and making my shows better and doing all that stuff. So just be careful out here, guys. You know, if someone's like, oh yeah, let's go hang out, act a fool, okay, be like, look, nope, I'm not about that, guys. There's a pandemic out here. I'm not trying to catch this shit. Good luck to you, you know. So I'm gonna sit here in this library, read some good fucking books, or I'm gonna sit here, you know, hang out, play some video games with other people. You do you, you know. So to the college students out here, I wish you guys the best of luck. I know for many of you, you know, it was tough, you know, starting this you know, starting a semester and, you know, with all this stuff going on. But please think about what I was talking about. Make good choices. You know, your life is valuable. Please be smart, okay? I'm just saying. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll probably today, yeah, I'll probably do some reading because I can feel myself getting tired. All right, but guys, you can keep in touch with me the following ways. I am on, of course, Twitter and Instagram at bookshade1. All right, guys, thanks so much for checking out the program. We'll find out what happens between me and Daddy Leonardo coming up next week, because, you know, for Thursdays we do our Otome Let's Plays. So like I always say, guys, remember that reading is Halloween. All right, guys, take care until next time.